We have members from the Force GW, volunteers who are working to make this program a success. We have from Novo Nordisk, Mr. Bas Dinakaran. He's a Senior Public Affairs Manager. We also have Mr. Nigaraju, who is the Director of Genesis Group in the Whitefield area this year. Earlier it used to be in other parts of the city. As we go along, we'll tell you more about it. But the idea is...
Good morning, everyone. Thanks for being here this morning. As Raghu has already given the introduction, we from the Rotary Club of Bangalore, we are actually celebrating our 81st year this year. And we are the second largest Rotary Club in India. And amongst our many community service projects, diabetes is one area which is very dear to us. In the past also we have conducted these walks in the city area. We plan to cover about 3.5 kilometers on Sunday, and we are expecting about 1,000 people to participate, mainly residents of Whitefield and a lot of children from the school nearby, to spread this awareness more and more to different communities in and around Bangalore. So with that intention, we are now stepping outside onto the outskirts of Bangalore. I think this will be a good beginning for us to do more such initiatives in the future. Thank you.
I am Dinakaran. I am from Novo Nordisk. Novo Nordisk, as such, we are a healthcare company in the business for the past 92 years. We are headquartered from Denmark, and we operate in more than 160 countries worldwide. Our key area of focus is diabetes care, and in fact we are the world leaders in diabetes care, particularly with the insulins that are being available. And of course, Rotary Club, this is not the first time. We have been partnering with them earlier also in our mission to create awareness. Every year, I think on the 14th of November is celebrated as the World Diabetes Day, which happens to be coinciding with the birth anniversary of the person who invented insulin, and of course one Dr. Banting. And in India, of course, we celebrate that as Children's Day also. In the month of November, across India, we do more than 100 programs to create this awareness on diabetes. Today, we have around 66.8 million people in India who suffer from diabetes. 53% of Indians, that is currently when I mentioned 6 crores plus, they do not know that they have diabetes. That is the irony here. They do not know that they have diabetes. Therefore, it becomes imperative for us that we create awareness of this. 21% of the overall deaths recorded in the world for diabetes related diseases or disorders is from India. That is, out of the total deaths of diabetes which happened all over the world, 21% was contributed by India. Here in the World Diabetes Day, the key theme is diabetes and diet. One of the important things which is important for taking care of diabetes is lifestyle, and diet is very important. So there will be a diet gallery also as part of the walkathon, wherein we'll try and explain things in the signal mode. Wherein
actually work for Genesis. I'm a director responsible for the India operations. But this June, I successfully contested the Panchayat elections after being persuaded by my friends here. And after the elections, we created 4 groups in that area, Kanamangala Panchayat and Srigali Panchayat. We created 4 groups. One was on health, education, infrastructure, and environment. By the way, Kanamangala and Srigali, are considered to be the most progressive panchayats in Bangalore and in the Bangalore urban area. And recently, the Srigali was awarded the best panchayat last year on all India basis. It won an award. So with that in mind, we decided also to create a federation of resident welfare associations, communities and establishments of Greater Whitefield, and what is now called as Force GW. We are a registered organization, and we hope to and continue to hold such events in and around Whitefield, not just in health but also education, infrastructure as well as environment.
We are doing regular work on diabetes. We have conducted about some diabetic walkathon thanks to Novo Nordisk who have been partnering with us. And it is to create awareness amongst the general public and also the youngsters, because we have also group the juvenile diabetes, but we are finding people as young as 28, 30, 32 who are becoming diabetic, which is really very alarming and shocking, that and many a time I have seen when we do camps at our hospital at Rotary Hospital at Attawar Center. The last time we did a camp was just about a month ago. I found youngsters as young as 32, 33 auto drivers who have come, because these camps we are holding for the underprivileged, and we found that they are having, when we did a screening, we found there some of them 300 milligrams, 350 milligrams, and I asked them, what about this? Sakre kaile ide illa namge ivagle idenu, he asked me. So idenu means he doesn't even know there is such a thing over here. Above 150 postprandial 1 hour after eating food, it should not rise more than 150. It should be below 150. But anything, when we have special tests for this. For nowadays, what we do is for every pregnant woman who is coming to see us, the first test we do is a glucose challenge test. A glucose challenge test will tell us whether she is going in for diabetes. Because fasting sugar, we give them a challenge, a 75 milligram glucose. In a fasting state, we draw one sample on a fasting state, and 1 hour later, if her sugar goes at 170, 180, then we have, that means she is glucose intolerant. Then we do a oral glucose tolerant. हम लोग नहीं बोलेंगे तो fat वाला लो, skim milk लो, take skim milk, take green vegetables, avoid potatoes, avoid starch. Potatoes.
Good morning. My name is Dinakaran. I represent Novo Nordisk India, which is a diabetes care company in more than 160 countries in the world. We have been doing something for the diabetes care for more than 92 years now. Every year in the month of November 14th, we do the World Diabetes Day, wherein we try to create awareness on this important disorder in the country. Today, we can say diabetes is an emergency in slow motion because it is of pandemic proportions in our country, since more than 66.8 million people have diabetes in India. And the problem here is more than 53% of these people do not know that they have diabetes. So it becomes very important that we create such awareness to make people understand that they can be sitting on a time bomb. As well as conducting an exhibition to discuss what is diabetes, we will definitely be able to create more awareness in this area, and we hope that we will be able to some way find a way to defeat diabetes in times to come. And this program, I'm sure this walkathon will go a long way to increase awareness in this area. Thank you.
Good morning. I'm Raghunath, who's handling the community services as a director in Rotary Club of Bangalore. We are very happy to inform all of you that we are conducting a diabetes walkathon on Sunday, 8th of November at Sigahalli, which is on the old airport and Hoskote Road. This has been specifically planned for the rural people and the people around the Sigahalli and Kannamangala area, which has a mix of gated communities and village people. Because diabetes is common to everybody today, it is no longer only for the people in the cities. It is not only lifestyle related, but it is also related to the genetics and our food habits. So we want to create an awareness among the people there. We are inviting about 300 children, because children will bring in a lot of energy, and children will also be able to understand the problem of diabetes, maybe for their family members. Sometimes the children will be able to explain that, to make it like a joint effort, because all of us are in this together. We want to beat diabetes with a simple message: walk Madi, diabetes solisi. Please join us and make it a success. Diabetes is a problem of everybody, and we need to tackle it together. Thank you.
I'm Asha Khatri, a practicing gynecologist and also the past president of the Rotary Club of Bangalore. I'm very much interested in diabetic care because our country has been declared as one of the countries which is having a high risk in diabetic population. And with this in my mind, I started focusing on diabetic care from the Rotary Club of Bangalore, where we send across messages to the general public and also the rural public so that they know how to recognize the condition and what are the ways and means they would prevent or at least control the management of this disease. My message is simple. One is lifestyle changes which should start from straight from childhood itself, where no junk food is allowed to the children and regular exercising is very, very important. My message is very simple. Lifestyle changes which comprises exercise and also a good diet control. Diet control means I'm not telling them they should have starving diets, but you should eat the right foods. You can have 4 or 5 meals per day, but those meals should be low carbohydrate, good in protein, enough of vitamins, and that is my message. And of course, regular screening for diabetes is a very, very important thing to curb diabetes, this deadly disease.